Shit. Oh dear. Can you hear me now? Oh dear. I don't know. I don't understand. You know, I'm dealing with new technology now, and I obviously have not mastered it. I think it worked the other day, and I'm really not doing anything any different. I don't know. I don't know. You can hear me right, but the music on the video, you can't hear that. Huh. Can you hear that? Need to add an audio input source. That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. There's no way to do that. Mute. I don't know. Still a no. Son of a gun. Oh, well, we won't do that again. That's a shame. It's beautiful music. Sorry you missed it. What I was doing before was using a mic that was picking it up. This mic won't pick it up because this mic is hardwired. In fact, I can't hear anything unless I've got headphones on plugged into the mic. So, although the mic is much better than what I've had, it's leaving me with a different set of problems. All right, so I'm going to need some techie assistance to get this together. Woo, Frank McDonald. Hello, Frank. Frank and I are going out. I got to take this off so I can hear me. We're going out collecting tomorrow. We went out Thursday and got skunked. So we're going to try it again tomorrow. I've got to get some pygmy sunfish. I have an order and not enough to fill it, so we got to do that. And the other thing I really want to do is get out and collect some saltwater stuff. So I doubt that we're going to have time to do both. It's about a 3-hour drive to get the Elisoma, the pygmy sunfish, and that's not going to leave us enough time to go an hour in the other direction to get saltwater stuff. So we'll see. Whatever. JBVM 231 there. Lord, is that afternoon or night? Somebody told me earlier they couldn't stay on because it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Big City Bettis. Hey, lady, nice to see you. I got a mic. I asked her about her microphone because when we did the interview Sunday night, her voice was so mellow, it was just beautiful, and mine was like talking in a tin can. So I bought a new microphone, and it's better, but it's worse. Herp diversity. Hello, hello. Oh, I know. We'll try to do that tomorrow. I think I can get Frank to do some video. I'll just do it on my phone, and get it up and get it out to folks. How's the video, by the way? Is it clear or is it fuzzy? Let me get over and look myself. No, that's not where I want to be. Oh, dear. Slow on the uptake today. Here we go. Father Fish's fungi. Slow on the uptake. It sounds, is a sound. Kick the volume up. Oh, you know what? No, the volume was up. Is a sound. I think the volume was way low on my microphone. That may be why you didn't hear the music. I don't know. Should have heard it. Even lead up it. Fish Tropic. Hello, Fish Tropic. How are you? What else? Some plecos. Yeah, Herb's wanting me to do a video on plecos, and I haven't found any. I'm trying to do a couple of things with big plecos. I want to do a video, and I want to get to a place where they're creating a lot of damage. I also want to eat some. I'm going to cook them and see if we can put that together, because they're supposed to be pretty good to eat. And if they are, then I'm going to get together with a couple of friends, and we're going to open up a food booth at the Florida State Fair, and we're going to sell pleco on a stick for $10 or whatever. Introduce a new seafood delicacy to the good citizens of Florida. All right, what are we doing here? Big City. Somehow, despite breaking down and selling off over 100 tanks, I still have like 70 cleared out. Let's see if I can fit them all in the U-Haul. I had exactly the same experience. I sold tanks and sold tanks and sold tanks and sold tanks and still had tanks left over. I wound up giving a bunch away. I just, and then I kept what I wanted. And there really wasn't anything else I wanted to keep. I kept this group, which is about 11 tanks. I don't have room for anything else at this point. At such point as I do, it's easy enough to get tanks. Florida is full of tanks. Oh, Frank, much better spot tomorrow. Yeah, salt on Tuesday, maybe. That sounds good. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be out in Arcadia. We're going to be stopping in the Amish deli and having, I hope, some Amish apple pie, which I'm very excited about. If they have any left. They put it up on Thursday, and it's usually gone by the weekend, and the weekend ends Saturday, so we'll see. Look at Father Fish. Ooh, Amber. LOL. That was wonderful, Amber. I so enjoyed that. I was somebody just here? Were they up and they couldn't have been, because I've not posted the link. Let me post the link. Copy. Post. Yeah, that was really fun. I caught Lav Monday, I guess she was on. What a delightful woman. She's a lot of fun. I'd seen her before when she was on with Foxy. And I invited her to come on. So hopefully she'll find the time to be able to do that. That would be fun. But I'd really like to talk to her about her YouTube channel, her website, and what she's doing. She's got a lot of really interesting things going on. A real high-tech, nerdy kind of gal. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I use StreamYard. The mic is fantastic. Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, I'm happy with the mic. I'm just not happy with the fact that the music didn't come through, and I really don't understand why that is. I don't know what to do about it either. I mean, I'm kind of at a loss. I had it turned on. I had it plugged in. Everything seemed right, but it didn't play. So I don't know. Do you hear that? Kick the volume all the way up. Anybody hear anything? Can hear mute. I can hear music in the back. That's interesting. So it was just a volume issue. You know, I'll tell you what else. I've got this thing has a gain function. God. I don't know. I don't know. It's very light, very soft background though. I've got it. Is it loud enough to hear, or is it just kind of faint? Hear it in the background. It's so if I crank the volume up, then I can't wear my headphones because it'll blow my ears out. Oh well. Huh. So I can just set the earphones down actually. I don't need to wear them and crank the volume up. I guess that'll be the fix. Okay, I think we got that worked out. Wonderful. Hello from Balkans, JBV. How are you? Delighted to see you. Hopefully we'll see some plecos. 231. Herp, when you're collecting, showing a video, yeah, I do want to do that. Absolutely. Frank said better spot tomorrow. There was a comment down here I wanted to get to. Sir Guppy fish food. What is that? Caleb Watson. Hello, Caleb. Need to give Caleb a wrench. Zelf. Hello, Zelf. Nice to see you. It's 4 a.m. Zelf says meow. I hear it. Oh, here we go. Big City Bettis. I have a master plan, she says, down to blueprinting out the space, ending up being able to keep a few of my display racks. And I'm hoping to do some fun biotopes again. I want to get back into licorice gouramis. Hope they start coming in. I got a couple of importers here, and they have not gotten them in a year or more. So hopefully I can probably get them on the West Coast, but I don't like to do that. Anyway, that'll be fun. Okay, when you turned up the gain. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. All right. Let's see. Christina said, I'm back, had to move to the big screen. I hear it louder on the big screen TV. Yeah, I guess it was a combination of things. Natural aquariums. Hello, hello. Delighted to see you. Turn the gain up, the volume not so much. Got it. Okay. I need to learn about gain. I think I had the gain all the way off, actually, because I was listening to myself on the mic. So learn that lesson. Banks are not your friends. Father Fish, save this link for later to fix the audio properly. Okie dokie. Oh, it's a StreamYard, really? I mean, look, StreamYard, how play background. All right, I'll just save that. Add to reading list. Okay, thank you, Banks. Poop fuzz, South American leaf fish. No, well, let's see. Now, wait a minute. I did. They were available last week. I didn't get one because they've become very expensive. They're running at retail now about $50, which is bloody insane. That's the way it is. I can get them, but man, I don't want to spend the money. Oh, Chris said it controls my input volume. Awesome. Okay, that makes sense. Got a new plant species today. I think it may be Hydrilla. Hydrilla verticillata. Water time, nice. Nice. All of the hydrilla is illegal in Florida. We can't even keep it in fish tanks legally. It's a very prolific plant. I've collected it wild, and it's really quite lovely. Hydrilla is a beautiful plant. It grows in fast-moving water, and you see it in long, long strands that are maybe 10 feet long. It's just kind of amazing. I've never seen it really fill up an area, though. Maybe in a canal or a pond it would, but when I've seen it in creeks, it's just been something very attractive. Chris Trapp, I saw Dean from Aqua Co-op caught a leaf fish in the wild last week. Wow, they have it at the wet spot. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Fresh and salt fishing. Florida says, my body, I think he means buddy, found a freshwater pond and it has snook in it. We're going to try to keep a snook in my 75 on my lanai. Be cautious about size limits. I mean, you know that issue better than I do. I talked with an FWC executive a few years back about the issue of being able to keep game fish as fingerlings or smaller, undersized fish for aquarium purposes. And he said he really recognized the need to be able to do that and was working on trying to find a way to get around the code to make it happen. And I think he retired before it happened. They've been helpful in the past, though. I've been able to get them to modify things in order to accommodate collectors and the like. So they're not altogether impossible to deal with. Daniken, hey Kenny, nice to see you. Jeffrey Watts. Turkana fry got big enough to eat bloodworms. All right. Big City Betty's Kenny taking a break from the never-ending tank scrubbing, getting their pH down for hard water spots. Lifesaver today. Give Danny a hug for me. MNC Aquatics. Hi, MNC. Happy to see you. We'll have to give MNC a wrench. See what I missed. Going back up a bit. Dean is in, where was he? On the Rio Negro? I never made the trip. And I don't think I can now. I did start cardiac rehab this week. I did 3 sessions this week, and I feel like it's going to work. It's going to take a while though to get some real strength built up, to get some weight off, and try to get a bit more fit. If I can do that, I'll be able to get out and collect without exhausting myself. Right. What else is going on here? Poop Fuzz says, tell us the story, Bob. Good idea. You know what the problem is with telling stories? Something has to trigger it. I don't have a library of stories that I can back into and pull out. I'm just trying to think if there's something. How far back to go? Stories. It's really hard to do that on call. I should have a list. What I should do is make a story list. That'll take forever. Let's see. Maybe something will trigger. Oh, I know how bad. Oh, natural aquariums. Awesome, Jeffrey. I know how badly you wanted those. Glad Kenny could hook you up and you're having success. That's wonderful. That's the Turkana fry. They were in Peru. Nice. Thank you, Mermaid Chorus. Frank, I've kept them for 30 years. Never tried or South America leaf or tub breedable. Nobody's done it. Nobody's really even witnessed them nesting. I don't think there's any literature at all on leaf fish breeding or nesting. You would think there would be something. There probably are some field studies. I'm not aware of anyone who's bred them in a tank. They're not all that easy to keep. Jeffrey. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Anyone in the fish fam know where I can find some tiger limia? Thought I found some, but sadly not. Don't know. Tiger limia. Let me take a look at something here, just out of curiosity. This is it's a freshwater fish out of Haiti. I've been to Haiti and I've collected in Haiti. I didn't see them, I don't believe. A form of Nigra fasciata. Huh. Neat little fish. I don't know if I have any contacts in Haiti to be able to get them out. Interesting. It's called the humpback limia. Limia nigra fasciata. A live bearer, been in the hobby for many decades. The tiger came into the hobby in 2002, misidentified as Garnieri. Then briefly thought to be a juvenile form of Nigra fasciata. Later, however, they were determined to be a new species, or probably a subspecies. They're found in rivers, lakes, and creeks on Haiti and the DR. Grow to about 2 inches. Females a bit larger than males. I think I have seen some recently. Can't remember. Maybe it was just on YouTube. I'll check and see if I can. That it should be available. Ought to be able to get them. I'll look into it. Big city bed, aqua bed for everything. Interesting. Oh yeah, true enough. I'm going to go on aqua bed. I've decided to start selling natives. Nobody's doing it. Nobody's got natives on aqua bed. I was on aqua bed, golly, 20 years ago, and did really well. Let's see, Frank, liar, liar, young father fish on the eastern shore of the Chesapeake. There are stories. Yeah, you're right, Frank. They really are. All right, let's pull one out of a hat. I used to, when I was a little boy, I was, I don't know, 9, 10, maybe 11 years old. We would spend the summer in our summer home, my parents' summer home on the eastern shore of Maryland on Cat Island. And this was back in the 50s, in the early, I was about 12 maybe, in the early 50s, when the bay was full of life. Everywhere you went in shallow water, it was solid with plants. I never caught a seahorse, but I caught a lot of pipefish, a lot of sticklebacks, and a lot of killifish. But my parents would wake me up before dawn, about 5 o'clock in the morning, and we would go down to the boat and motor out, 5 or 6 miles to a grass flat where we caught soft crabs. Soft crabs. Who was I talking to? Frank, I was talking to you. You said we can get soft crabs in Florida. I'm dying for it. So we would go out and we had nets, round nets with a fairly wide mesh, about a 1-inch mesh net. And we push it through the grass until we saw a crab scooting out and snag it. The soft crabs would just flip over and roll into the end of the net. We would come back with a bushel of hard crabs, steam crabs, 100 soft crabs, and probably 25 or so peelers. That's a crab that's ready to shed but has not yet. I remember one trip we went out. I decided that I was going to check the caulerpa, the algae mat. It was what's it called? The Japanese dry seaweed, Niranana Nuna, Nana, whatever it is. Anyway, the shoreline was thick with this very green fern kind of grass, kind of flat and sort of convoluted, I guess, not rooted, just like an algae, only pretty good size, flat sort of. I don't know what to call it, just masses, whatever. Anyway, this stuff was piled up on the shore. In the water, came out maybe 6 inches of water. Well, I decided I was going to push through that and see if I could find anything, see what was in there. Well, I did that, and my parents were saying, get back over here. Ain't nothing in there. You're not going to find a thing in there. Get over here. Look at this big soft crab I just caught. And I just focused in. Nori. Thank you, Brad. I just kept going, kept pushing. And wouldn't you know, the biggest soft crab, there it is, the biggest soft crab I ever saw in my life rolled over and dropped in the net. He had to be a foot, point to point. not including the claws, point to point, a foot. He was huge. So I was the hero after that. I sold that soft crab. I sold it to a neighbor for $5. $5. What was this? This is 1952. I sold a 1 foot soft crab for $5. Oh, glory. Ordering seafood, Chris says. Yeah, you bet. Anyway, Frank was telling me yesterday he's found a spot where he has actually caught soft crabs. So I'm anxious to go there. I do want to do that. Daniken, MNC, I have them in my top 100 fish playlist. Oh, he's talking. Oh, big city. You know, they're chatting. I shouldn't read their chats. That's all personal stuff. Oh, dear. What else? Patricia doesn't have a wrench. Imagine that. Found a single guppy fry in what I thought was an empty tank. Been there about a week in 60-degree water. They do really well in deeper water. Fish Tropic, are you taking mushrooms? Am I taking mushrooms? I don't know what you mean. I don't collect mushrooms. I did many years ago. When I was in New England, I was living a thorough existence, living in the woods in a log cabin for about 2 years, I think. And I learned to collect certain kinds of mushrooms, and it was wonderful. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Never got sick once. I was really careful. Big do. Limia is Dan Wooch. I've got Tiger Limia Fry, recently renamed Limia Islay. Islay, I guess. Humpback and tiger are the same fish. Daniken's got them. Oh, really? Cool. Christina, prayers, Father, baby steps. I got so big and out of breath after the beer flu. Not skinny, but I can see the weight dropping in my husband's videos. I'm hoping I need to lose a lot of weight. Have I kept hatchet fish? Chris says, yes, I have. And they actually do pretty well. Now, I kept them, I had a tank set up for them at the shop, and I was able to keep them. What did I keep them with? I had them with archers. Curious combination, but it actually worked out. That's another fish that's become insanely expensive, archers. I love archer fish, but they've gone up again. That's another one. Retail $50 for an archer. Anyway, I've kept them. I've never spawned them, never seen them spawn, never even seen spawning behavior. It has been documented. I have read some stuff about hatchet spawning. To-be-do. So Kenny's got tigers. All right. Let's see. Do-be-do. Jumping down here. Frank's mouth is watering. We got to do it, Frank. We got to get out there and get some soft crabs. I like the experimental Michael's fish room. He had people all over the country send him guppies for breeding. I wish I could afford some of those, Christina. There is an international guppy association that meets here in the States routinely. I had them show up one year. They have fish shipped in from all over the world. They're mailed to the event from literally all over the world. The The manager of the IGA convention, which was held in Miami, came to see me. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. Came to see me at the shop. He had bags of guppies. He said, I need to get rid of these. Can you buy them? Well, they were fish that were sent and arrived after the convention was over. So they were kind of stuck with them, nothing they could do. They couldn't very well send them back. So I bought them, and they were magnificent. I mean, that was amazing. I sold them all, so I didn't have a chance to try to breed any. But just, if you can get IGA guppies, International Guppy Association, check on the web. They're listed, and you can contact breeders here in the States or wherever you are, and they will be happy to sell to you. Ooh, lots of water with lemon helps with weight loss. Jeffrey Watts, Frank McDonald. Hopefully Father Fish can help us. With what? Oh, yeah. Kenny's saying fish dropping. He's in Florida. Is world-class collecting right there in local waters. Kenny came to visit me with James and Ed 2 years ago, I guess it's been. Or was it last summer? Summer a year ago. And I took him out collecting. And we had a great time. Couldn't get James out of the water. He just wouldn't come out. He just kept catching stuff and catching it. He and Ed took a bunch of things back and have done pretty well with them. Let's see. Mermaid's Course. I finally put my first fish-related video up on my pet channel a few days ago. Need to get more plants for all my tanks and document their progress. I got a lot of plants. I got a lot of plants for sale. Check my website or get gills, or contact me through fatherfish at fatherfish.net or through PayPal, fatherfish at fatherfish.net. Sylvia, don't forget to like and share. Thank you, Sylvia. 1 year. Was it? It was summer. It was not last summer. It was the year before, I think. J-Dog, get clean with dirt. If you're outside the U.S., contact Fatherfish directly at fatherfish@fatherfish.net. Thank you, J-Dog. He's posted the link for the website. T-Bone, got to head off to a barbecue. Whoa, how nice. An Aussie barbecue. Nothing better than that. Snake Piskin, 72 swords for $124 for my angelfish. Save the live substrate method. Spread the knowledge. You betcha. The Booty Boys. Some of you probably have not heard the story about the Booty Boys. While Kenny and James and Ed were here, I took them to dinner. We had a seafood dinner and we were going to go collecting. And they didn't have anything to wear on their feet. So across the street was a dive shop. So we went over there and found booties. And we each bought a pair of booties. Why mine are not here? Each bought a pair of booties. And the clerk referred to us as the Booty Boys. So that kind of stuck. And anytime we get together, we refer to ourselves as the Booty Boys. Peru rolls, you betcha. Christina, my husband said I could get some for Mother's Day. I don't know what she was referring to, but he works so hard, don't like to spend money on myself, and he's the same way. Well, get it for each other then. That's the way you do that. My cobalt blue cichlid died today. Blue zebra died today. I know, Toy. I know. I've had so many Africans kick the bucket. What you want to make sure you do is breed them. So you've got young. So from now on, make sure you get pairs and breed the pairs. Frank Jeffrey, I have a few that I stick with. Some tropicals I'm interested. It was last summer. Was it really? Where are we? Oh, yeah. Maybe it was. Doesn't seem like. So it was the summer before I closed the shop. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I guess it was. I lose track. Pompei Ranch. Just bought 2 zebra plecos. Oh, my God. 2 zebra plecos. Well, I hope you get them to breed. How long do they live? I hope they live long enough to spawn. That's my prayer for you. Long enough to breed. Plecos. They can live 10 years. Maybe longer. I don't know. Ask Aquamalic. Aquamalic knows all about zebra plecos. Let's see. Jeffrey, are there any freshwater floating plants that can handle tumbling in a tank with a strong spray bar? Probably frog's bit. Frog's bit could handle it because that's a rooted plant, and they have air pockets in the leaves, so they pop to the surface. It's hard to sink them. It's not like duckweed that'll get stuck down and everything. These guys pop right up. So frog's bit, and it's pretty easy to find. Pretty available. It will get big. Will get big. Joseph Ariando. Will rosy barbs survive in an outdoor pond in Middle Tennessee? Yes, but not in the dead of winter. They'll do fine through the spring, summer, and fall, but not the winter. They can't handle much below 50. Jeffrey said, I've tried everything but frog bit. Well, try that. Mermaid chorus, or, commiserating with Toy. That is, I know, it's sad. Pompei Ranch. You gutsy guy, Pompei. Go for it. Make it happen. Do follow Aquamalic if you haven't. He's probably the best on the web for plecos. The best in YouTube. Mother's Day. Christina's getting plants. Plants? Don't know. Ooh. Frank said the stems tend to twist on the bit if the water spins. Yeah, they probably would. But they float. They do float. I mean, they got air pockets in them. They ain't going to sink. You're not going to drive them down in the water. Michelle Kinsey, hello. Hello, nice to see you. Goodness sakes, when did we start? 8:30. Oh, we're good. We got, 10 more minutes about. All right. Be here Sunday night Sunday evening at 5:30. And we'll try to get some people up to check us out. By the way, I've got a new video out on lighting, and it's for the first time in a while, the video is doing real well. We're pushing, we've got over 800 hits the first day. So that's helpful. I've got another one coming up tomorrow. It'll be hitting at 5 o'clock tomorrow, I think. And it is on the very best filter you can have. It answers the question, what is the best filter for your tank? Or what is the best filter across the board? Really interesting video. I think you'll enjoy it. That'll be up tomorrow. Are there any freshwater? We did that. We did that. Guppy grass, Christina says guppy grass, hornwort, val, raccoon tail, lily pads, and java moss. I have a spray bar. I have to clean them out to get light to my carpet plants. I'll bet you. Yeah, that's true. Val's a rooted plant, of course. Raccoon tail, also called, what do we call it here? I don't remember. It's a rooted plant. Lily pads. I just pulled a bunch out of here. I must have had 10 Java temples like that, leaves that big. It completely covers the top of the 55. I have to dig them out. J-Dog said, is summer over yet? I'm tired of all the visitors. Yeah, J-Dog and his wife were supposed to make it to the club meeting last night, Thursday night, and they couldn't because company came in, family came visiting. You should have brought them to the meeting. Somebody was talking about that today. Emily, I think, was talking about she had set aside the day to work on her fish tank, and then family showed up. And I suggested, well, put a bucket in each of their hands and have them load water. I mean, that's the job today. They come in the middle of it. They're either going to not come back or they're going to fall in love with it. So just put them to work. Best thing to do with family when they come visit is put them to work. Give them something to do. It'll either make them feel welcome or it'll drive them away. Either way, it's a good deal. The light video. Thank you, Kenny, for posting that link. Yeah, not a bad video. It talks about the cheapest light you can use. Danny, what do you use for lights? You've got a huge amount of tanks there, and you got to have an economic way to light them. What are you using? Kenny. Did I say Danny? I meant Kenny. Dennis Christensen. I have a 30-gallon tank I stocked 6-7 months ago and got some coolie loaches, put a 3/4 inch hole in a co-op planter where they hide. I noticed 3 tiny ones this week, a little over an inch. That's fabulous. Yeah, if you create a pile of rock, a pile of that size rock, just a stack of them, they get down in it and they'll breed in that as well. That's wonderful. Just amazing. Happy for you, Dennis. That's terrific. Chris, make visitors do chores. Absolutely. That's what I did with Kenny and James and Ed. They showed up within 5 minutes. I had them planting plants. I had a big plant order that had to get put in. I gave them each a bunch of plants, and they spent the next hour planting plants in all the tags. And I think they enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Then we went out to dinner. J-Dog, if you have time, I'd like to show you this hydrilla, if you can post the link. Yeah, I did. Let me do it again. I didn't, that wasn't the link. Let me get the link. A hydrilla you have, huh? We should make some barbecue. We can sand cat my 29 one evening. That would be fun. I'd like to do that. Valid stem didn't float it. Yeah, right. Doobie-doo. Michael Kinsey, $2. Suggestions for a 180. A 180 tank? Talk to Kenny. Kenny has got all the answers for big tanks. Just really amazing. Christina, money so much. It bends over the top and floats. As it spreads, it puts out babies that float. What plant is that, Christina? Let's see, young mango. And questions about how deep can I make my substrate? At some point, does it become dangerous or not beneficial? Looking to layer a nice substrate for my 120. You can't make it too deep. You can't. If you've got a 30-inch tall tank, I recommend you put upwards of a foot of substrate in it. And the reason is, thank you, Pompei Ranch. The reason is you're going to have trouble reaching down in there to be able to service it. So you want to get that. You want to get that bottom up a little higher. Thank you very much, Pompei Ranch and Michael Kinsey, for your super chats. I certainly appreciate it. Chris Trapp, I have Stingray lights, shop lights, PetMart lights, and they all work well. Anybody who's got a lot of tanks has learned how to do lights cheaply. A Madagascar biotope. Oh my God. Daniken is saying, Michelle, how about a Madagascar biotope? Yeah, if you get anything. You can't get stuff out of Madagascar right now. It's pretty much closed down. There are some things in captivity. You've got the prize, the Starry Night. There's some new ones, but they're having a lot of trouble breeding the new ones. Natural Aquariums looks like, oh, I'm sorry. Natural Aquariums is here. There,
hey, Father.
Hey.
So, yeah, this is that, what's it, hydrilla that I got.
Oh, all right.
The leaves are kind of laying down because it's been in a bag in my car all day, you know, but, yeah, the one with the plant weight on it there.
Right.
And it kind of looks, when they're standing up, when they're in the tank, it looked a lot like thyme. And then I found this hydrilla that they call like water thyme. So that's the closest I can tell that it might be.
Interesting.
Yeah. And the store had no idea what it was. They're like, no, they're just assorted stem plants.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But I'd never seen it before. And yeah.
Yeah, can't tell. It looks a little bit like that thin leaf anacris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's pretty small, you know. I mean,
yeah,
obviously way closer than it is, but you know.
Yeah, I've had some before, and I really loved it. I had it growing in a about 100-gallon tank. And it was stunning. Just a beautiful, beautiful plant.
Awesome.
Had it with angels years ago.
Yeah.
Here's Kenny. Hey, Kenny.
What's going on, Mr. Father Fish and Ryan?
I see you. How are you?
Good to see you. I was just writing Michelle and saying that she wants something simple. It's easy to take care of. I would go with a discus tank for that large 180. That would be amazing.
Ah. There you go.
Heavily planted.
Right.
Get some nice dithers, either some rummy nose or some cardinal tetras.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless you want to be off the charts, and you can copy me and do Denison sharks and a couple other crazies in there. But no,
that's only for the advanced user there, Kenny.
Yeah, nothing advanced here, guys.
That's exciting.
So have you been out collecting, Lou?
Yeah, we went out Thursday, got skunked. Going out tomorrow, I need to get Elisoma, but I found a place that has a lot of plants. I've documented at least 10 different species, and they're all in shallow water. So I'm going to try to bring a bunch of those back.
Nice.
And I'm hoping to get at least 25 Elisoma Everglade pygmy sunfish. I'd like to get more, but if I can get that amount, I'll be able to fill orders.
You ever kept that fish above my head there before, Father Fish? That little, oh, he's getting behind the Vieja now. That little neat. See that little guy come right there up by the filter right now? It's called a neat. One of the meanest little South American cichlids you'll ever, or excuse me.
It's not the Haitian cichlid, is it? The black cichlid?
No, it's called a neat.
NEAT?
Uh-huh.
No, I've never had one.
That is by
far
Sounds like
a neat fish, though, Ken.
Oh, he is a mean devil, boy. He is the tank boss. He thinks he owns that tank.
Yeah, I've had the Haitian cichlid. In fact, I've caught them wild.
Yeah, we have a black nasty here. We love that cichlid. I've been looking for a male. Haven't been able to find one as of yet.
You got a female? Huh.
Well, I have a female I thought was a male until she laid eggs.
Oh, yeah, right.
When you guys did the video, I think Danny did that video. I wanted to know what the male looked like, so I Googled black nasty, and I'd recommend your safe search to be on if you do that.
Yeah, right. Funny.
Oh, that's about like Googling Chattanooga Ed.
Yeah, right. What else? Let's see if anything else is here. Brad, Father Fish is speaking some truth tonight. If it weren't for my deep substrate, I definitely wouldn't be able to maintenance the back of the tank. Yeah, he's talking about my comment to put deep substrate in the deep tank. I had a 200-gallon acrylic. It was 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep, and at least 3 foot tall. Tall enough there was, and of course because it was acrylic, it had small holes in the top, so you couldn't reach down in there. There was no way to get down to the bottom to be able to plant plants. So I raised the bottom. I had about 10 inches of substrate in there, enough to be able to get down to it and stick some plants in.
You just have to have me come back and plant for you again, I guess.
Yeah, really. Need somebody with long arms.
A snorkel.
Right. Well, you couldn't get in it. The holes were like, 10-inch square.
Oh,
yeah. Gotcha. Because the acrylic. Yep.
Yeah, right.
What? I don't understand why they did that with acrylic.
Support.
Is that what it's about?
Yeah. It's really not. It's not necessary.
It makes me
do it anyway.
It is aggravating. I mean, I've got a 300-gallon with this much space to try to get driftwood in now.
I know. Well, cut it out. You can cut it. Just leave a center bar and leave at least 2 or 3 inches around the perimeter. You can make that hole bigger. You want to make sure you keep the center bar. The important part is actually the perimeter, where they lay that board. I had a couple of acrylics that were 4 foot by 8 foot, and I had a 3-inch shelf sitting on top of it all the way around, and that kept it from bowing.
Oh, we lost Ryan.
We did. There he is. He's back.
I'm back.
He's back.
Now he's been streaming too now lately. He streams on Wednesday nights now.
Nice.
Yeah. Wednesdays at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific.
Cool. I will have to catch you.
Yeah, I think I got a pretty good guest next week.
Who's coming on?
Kenny.
Ah, hard to beat.
Yes,
Hard
indeed.
to beat.
Definitely.
You bet. Hemostats, yeah. Trouble with the hemostats is if you've got an African sword mother plant that's 2 feet tall, the hemostat won't get around that root ball. So what I wound up doing was potting it in a pot and dropping the pot in the tank, and that actually worked pretty well.
Good day there.
GRB is here. Hey, GRB.
Detroit
Jeffrey
Shrimp.
Watt. Oh, Alec the Nice is here. Mad Cat, hello. Michael Kinsey. Dark River Aquatics. Who is that? Does anybody?
That's somebody
Anybody
new.
know?
I don't think I've ever met that person.
Dark River Aquatics.
It's a cool name.
Yeah, I like it.
Mad Cat in the house.
Mad Cat is here. Detroit Shrimp. Hey, Detroit. Good to see you. We've got the 9:30 crowd rolling in. Lucas is on in about 1 minute. So we need to make way for Lucas.
For shrimp cheeses.
Oh, yeah.
Where did you see that? Dark River Aquatic. Boy, that he says I'm new. Well, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Always good to see new folks.
You
Awesome.
bet. You bet. All right, guys. 9:30. We're going to run along. Thank
Well,
you,
thanks
guys.
for having me up.
Love having you up.
Yeah, me as well.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice to see you guys. Let's see if I can get a little music here. We're going to try it again.
Yeah, crank up the tunes. I think you figured it out. Oh, yeah.
Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Brad, that's
Right.
not a pike cichlid. That's a leporanus. That's a clown leporanus.
Look at this.
Ooh.
Aquatic
Nice.
Conquest.
That's fancy.
Hadn't been around since last fall. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate everyone.
Love that Trimec.
Hang in there. Lucas is coming up, and then Alex will be following him at 10:30. So, great evening. Big Tank Can't will be on at 11:30. So just hang in there and enjoy the ride. See you all Sunday night. God bless you.
Peace.
Yeah.
Later, folks.